All right, we having fun yet? Yeah? All right, I'm gonna bring up your headliner if you guys are ready for him. Make some noise. Are you ready for him? There we go. So excited. This is one of my favorite comics to watch. You guys are gonna love him. Make it welcome. He was in Adam Devine's house party on Comedy Central. You guys are gonna love him. Make it welcome. Clap it up for Billy Bonnell. Clap it up for Billy. Come on now, clap it up.
Oh, you're so kind. That felt good. It is weird to give it up for someone you have never seen before. I'm glad you did it, but never do it again. Just never. You would derail the whole comedy system. The next time you're a show together, just be like, nah, we will not give it up. We have to let him earn that shit. I think the only person you should give it up for is yourselves for just being alive, so do it. You're alive. It's so hard to do. It's hard to be alive. You know how much energy it takes to live? Fucking all of it. And you guys did it for another day, and you're partying on a Thursday. That's important. Do you guys want to live forever by chance? Isn't that crazy? Unanimous no. And she kind of went, It's weird. All no's. And that's how I know depression's real. There should be a lot more yeses, but if you ask a room full of people if they want to live forever, they're almost always like, man, fuck forever. Do I gotta pay bills the whole time? What's my skin look like at forever? Oh, it's all fucked up? Okay, 165 tops. All no's in here. Not even one yes. A lot of credit card debt in here, huh? Some people in here are just said no so fast they were probably just thinking, I could crash on the way to the show, no big deal. I don't want to deal with this shit. I thought I was depressed for a while, dude. And I procrastinated, so after 2 years, I went to the doctor and he said it's probably just allergies. So I've been taking a Claritin every single day for a year, and I'm happy to tell you he was fucking incorrect. I'm for sure depressed, but now I can breathe so good. For most of my life, I thought it was one nostril at a time. You can get both going. That makes it easier to live. Till the pollen count gets high, and then I'm right back to one to die, man. Don't groan at that. You all just said you didn't want to live forever. We're basically on the same page. Living forever might be possible one day. Harvard Medical School thinks the first person to live to 200 has already been born. Yeah. 200? Fuck. I read that and I was like, this is complete bullshit. Right? You're going to keep a guy alive till he's 200, but there's still a bunch of doctors out there somewhere just going, what the fuck are hiccups? They don't know. Is that not crazy? All the things we've done on Earth and some of it off of it, doctors are still like, what's an appendix doing? They're all like, we have no idea. Oh, but you can take it out. Who thought of that? That must be the best day in medical technology history. It had to be the 1700s. Someone got a tummy ache and they had to cut them open because they didn't have x-rays yet. And they were just poking around a little bit, and some doctor probably said, that thing looks inflamed. And some renegade doctor was like, let's just fucking cut it out. And all the doctors was like, we don't know, man. It seems pretty important. It's on the inside. And he's like, you can't stop me. I invented the scalpel and I'm not wasting it. Then he cut it out and the dude lived and he was just like, I fucking told y'all. And they all started high-fiving. That's probably how the high five was invented as well. They were so excited they cut a piece of a dude out and he was still alive that they had to invent a brand new celebration. It's like, holy shit, he's still alive. Put your hands up and slap him. They're going to write about both these things one day. It's going to be a medical journal with appendix removal and high fives. I got to find that shit. I like to think the first guy to cut the appendix out got too cocky and was just like, what else can I cut out? Because he was probably feeling pumped. How pumped would you be? He was probably like, I can cut out anything. And then he leaves for 2 weeks, comes back covered in blood, and he's just like, everything else is pretty important. Oh my God. How did we get so lucky on the first try? Do not cut the heart out. That thing is very important. It pumps everything. It's crazy. Living forever might be possible, but I don't want to do it, and neither do you guys. But it would be ideal because dying is scary. Yeah, no one likes to talk about it, but that is so scary. And they say right before you die that your life flashes before your eyes, which is interesting. Because what if you had a shitty life? That's a little bit morbid, but that's a terrible time to play the tape back. You're fucking dying, and the universe is like, here's all your old Snapchats. And you're like, why the fuck are you showing me that? Oh, no, you should have shown me that 4 weeks ago, and maybe I could have turned it around, and I wouldn't be dying drunk in this ball pit at Chuck E. Cheese. It would suck if you had an amazing life. Even more. You're dying, and like, man, you were killing it. Here's some glimpses. And you're like, oh, that was sweet. You gotta go, though. Fuck. That's why I don't want to see any of that shit. I hope right before I die, all the times I've been blacked out drunk flash before my eyes. I'm dying to see that shit. Wouldn't that be way better? So at least on the way out, you could just be like, oh shit, that's what happened? Oh, fucking worth it. Take me to hell. I did this to myself. You guys want to live a long time? Yeah. Oh, I feel like I forced the enthusiasm. Living a long time seems good. I want to do that. I think the best way you can live a long time, number one, eat healthy. Hard to do in America, though. This is going to be weird to laugh at when everyone's eating nachos. We're about to get a health lesson from a chubby guy. Sorry. By far, America has the most confusing food. Every week they're like, yeah, we told you could eat that for like 15 years, but you can't. We were terribly wrong. So, what the fuck can I eat? All the cheap shit is like very, bad for you, but it's affordable. The really expensive shit is like good for you, but like, who wants a $9 cucumber? Except for like horny old white ladies. Covering your mouth's not going to change anything, miss. Here's how I know for a fact the food in America is completely fucked. Because right now in America, advertising beef as grass-fed is a premium product. It's like, oh, you've been feeding that cow what it's supposed to eat? Thanks, man. Real quick question, what the fuck have you been feeding the cows? They eat grass. How bad did it get that the meat industry is like, we gotta tell them we're feeding them grass again or they're gonna revolt and become vegan or some dumb shit. Cows eat grass. What the fuck has been happening? You've been feeding them Frisbees or some other agricultural shit I don't understand? I found out by accident what they're actually feeding the cows. I read about a tanker truck that overturned on the freeway and obviously think, oh, oil went everywhere. Nuh-uh. It was Skittles. All red Skittles. And I'm like, why the fuck are they transporting just the red Skittles? Like, what kind of flavor integrity is Skittles running? They're like, they can't touch. Only when they get in the bag. It turns out they were sending all the odd-shaped red Skittles to dairy farms for the cows to eat them so they could get fatter faster. Yeah, what the fuck? They give them Skittles. Oh, man, what have we been eating? I still go to McDonald's, but, man, that is disturbing. Also, why are you giving them the red ones? Those are delicious. Give them the yellow ones. No one fucks with the yellow Skittles. Food's weird. Everything's a GMO. What the fuck is a GMO? What is it? Yeah, but what the fuck is it? GMO sounds like a corporate position at Monsanto that's in charge of poisoning your food. Hey, how much poison goes in this? Oh, you're gonna need to talk to the GMO about that. He sets all the poison levels. We got free-range chickens. I know those aren't that dangerous, but they make me laugh. Free range? Oh, you just let them run around and shit? Cool, why is that $4 extra per pound? Is it because that guy's living his life a little bit? He gets more delicious? That seems more fucked up. It's like when you kill that chicken, he misses sunsets and his friend Carl, and you're like, $4 extra per pound, please. You're groaning for a chicken you never met. Think about that. Getting in shape will help you live a long time, too. I've been trying. It's not working this month or previous consecutive months, but I think about it a lot. And that is pretty, intense. The most time I sweat is when I'm thinking about working out. I wanted to go to the gym. Wasn't working. I tried. And you can go to the gym and not do a damn thing. There's just people in there not doing shit. Right? 2 times I went to the gym, it's just 30 people drinking smoothies and one fucking jack guy getting gains. Everyone else is just like, why am I in here? And why am I drinking pure sugar right now? This makes no fucking sense. This has more sugar than Mountain Dew does. So the gym wasn't working, so I started going on hikes because I thought I'd get motivated if I was outside. Nah. No, I'm just lazy. I was on these hikes and I was like, oh shit, I'm not even sweating. It's because it's taking me fucking 6 hours to walk a mile, even though it's at an incline. Shit ain't working on me. So I wanted to get motivated, so I signed up for these guided hikes, which I found out about. It's basically a pace car for the hike. And you got to keep up with this dude, and if you don't, he fat shames you a little bit, and I like that. If you fall behind, he's like, come on, fat ass. And I'm like, you know how to speak to me, sir. I've never been so motivated. Yeah, I'm going to lose these titties. I turned profile so you could see them. Right before the hike start, the dude has to give a safety brief because I guess there's liability in numbers. So right before the hike always starts, he always says, watch out for copperhead snakes, they're venomous. And I've been on this hike 7 times. You can't just name the snake, man. Show me a picture already. I don't know shit about snakes. You can't just say, watch out for copperheads, because if I'm on this hike and that particular snake doesn't come out with a penny on its head, I am fucked. I'm not going to be 100%. It's honestly weird that he even needs to mention a snake now I'm thinking about it. Because I got to ever be on a hike, see a snake, and be like, he didn't mention that one. Let me pet that shit. What's up, snake? Oh, you're just slithering? That's tight. I got to go get fat shamed. I'll be right back, hopefully a little bit skinnier. I assume all snakes are venomous. And even if they aren't, don't snakes have other superpowers that can fuck you up? Can't snakes wrap around you as well? That'd be a shitty way to die. How'd Billy die? Oh, he was on a hike, saw a grass snake, thought it was cute, got complacent, and then got choked the fuck to death. But he was trying to get rid of his titties, so rest in peace, Bill. We miss you. I think about dying a lot more now that I'm older. I'm not even that old, but I still think about it. You never think about that shit when you're little. You start to get a little bit older, and you're like, when's it coming? It could come at any time. It could happen by accident. You could be fucking around singing too hard in the shower, holding that back scrubber, slip and fall, and someone's going to find you in there gripping the back scrubber, wondering what you were going to do with it, and that's going to be your legacy. And that terrifies me. You never think about dying when you're a kid because you're just trying to deal with day-to-day lies. When you're little, everyone lies to you the whole time. You don't realize it until you're older, and you're like, holy shit, they were lying about everything. Santa Claus, Easter Bunny, having hopes and dreams. Like, why were they doing that? And then you start lying to yourself about stuff, and you're like, oh, because it feels good. It feels way better. Parents lie, man. I lived with my grandma for a while, and we had a deep freezer, and it had ice on the inside, and I used to scrape it off, and she caught me one time, and she goes, don't do that. That shit is poisonous. You'll die. It's not. She just didn't want me to do it. But instead of just being a parent and telling me it was inconvenient to clean up, she said, you're going to fucking die if you keep doing that. There's only 2 more words to say, don't do that. It's inconvenient. She just went, you're going to fucking die. And I believed her, because you believe your fucking parents. And I didn't find out she was lying until my friend got a deep freezer, and he was doing the same thing, and I thought I saved his life. And he's like, what are you talking about, idiot? It's like, that shit's poisonous. My grandma saved my life, thank God, because I've been making tiny little snow cones for 4 weeks, and she saved me. And he's like, this is not poisonous. Your grandma and your family's a bunch of idiots. And that's when I learned what deceit was. It sucks. What? You had something to say? I'm interested. Someone said something that probably just, these nachos are good. I'm like, what'd you say about my grandma? What the fuck did you say about my grandma? Sure, she lied, but you don't get to talk about her. I do that. I'm an adult now. I don't act like it, but I'm trying hard. I found out recently I'm still a millennial, which I don't believe. It's like, I'm not a millennial. I fit the date range for millennials, but it's not possible because I take heartburn medication. And I don't like butt stuff, and millennials love butt stuff. Right? Every rap song has eating ass in it. It's crazy. What's wrong with these people? It's like the ass-eating generation. What is going on? No one touches my butt. I don't even touch it. There's been a thin piece of paper in there the whole time. Everyone's doing butt munching stuff. It's weird. You leaned into him pretty hard when I did the ass eating stuff. Maybe it's not just millennials. It's weird. I don't want anyone touching my butt, man. It's soft. I want to keep it that way the rest of my life. When I die, they'll say he had a super soft butthole. My butthole's so soft that when I fart, it doesn't sound like a fart. It just sounds like two little kids telling each other secrets. Find another person telling that joke. Butt stuff's weird, man. You know how they know this is an ass-eating generation? Because Pornhub keeps track of all their data. And they release these articles that are like, here's what people are into. And I'm like, no one needs to know that. Why are you fucking doing that? That's more weird than like a cell phone company mining your data to try to fucking sell you stuff. Whatever, capitalism. But I don't need to know that fucking 18 to 33-year-olds are munching butts. Don't tell me that. The kinkiest I get is just probably watching MILF porn. That's about as far as I go. I'm straight-laced. I don't like to do weird stuff. You guys ever watch so much MILF-themed pornography that you just gotta stop and call your mom and wish her happy birthday? I miss my mom, man. I love my mom. She was pretty weird growing up, too, when I lived with her. It's weird being a kid, because you do shit, and you're like, why were we doing that? It makes no fucking sense. Like, when we were 5 years old at my house, we didn't say penis or vagina. Did you have a house like that? Where you said wee-wee or wiener or some other weird shit? You didn't? What'd you guys just... Yeah? That seems weird. I mean, what I'm saying is also weird, but it seems even weirder for a little kid to be like, this is a penis, that's a vagina, you want to know some more? I know what happens if you smush them together. How much time you got? When I was little, a penis was called a tallywhacker, which I still don't understand. That's some Texas shit that's never going to make sense to me, and I can't Google what is a tallywhacker because the FBI is going to show up and be like, what the fuck are you looking for, Bill? Just trying to get some closure on my own childhood. This has nothing to do with any other kids. This is just about me. Tallywhacker seems weird, but my mom would have my sister call her vagina a cookie. Which is way weirder. Because at this point in my life, my favorite show is Sesame Street, and that is fucking confusing. This is the worst idea my mom's ever had in my life. Now I'm watching Sesame Street, and I gotta be like, hey, Mom, what the fuck does the Cookie Monster actually do? This is weird. He runs out, and he's like, I'm gonna get some cookies. Oh! And I gotta be like, Sue-Ann, run! Save yourself. I'm gonna stay here and fend off the Tallywhacker monster. His name's Uncle Norman. What? Everyone's been molested a little bit. People laughing at that prove I'm right. People not laughing at that definitely prove I'm right. Oh, is that one for me? Thank you. Look at that. They just come out of the crowd. I know the show is sponsored by Stone, but they said, I'm too poor to drink it still. So I gotta stick with the Coors Light. I love Coors Light. It reminds me of my dad. Yeah, it was his favorite beer, and he died hiking in the Rockies. Why are you groaning at that? It's clearly made up. My dad did not die in the Rockies. He actually killed himself. Yeah, I know, that's hard to deal with. It gets worse. He killed himself a month after my grandpa did. Yeah, and I just been wondering my whole life what it would have been like to grow up with a father who wasn't so fucking competitive. You can laugh at that. This is my plight, not yours, okay? I clearly do comedy for a reason. My whole family has been fucked from the beginning. My grandma's a liar. My mom does some stuff with tallywhackers, still not sure. And I didn't have a dad. That's why I'm so soft. I grew up with just a mom. I got really soft hands and you know what else. I want to be a kid again. Yeah, everything's hope when you're a kid, but then you grow up, all broken promises. Biggest broken promise from when we were little kids? Flying cars. Where are they? They're not even close. I guess it's kind of an airplane, but that's more of a flying bus. I want my own flying car. No matter how old you are, when you were a little kid, they were like, hey, when you grow up, there's going to be flying cars. And then we all got here, and they were just like, psych. He's like, wait, you promised. Like, don't worry, as a consolation prize, how about one that can change lanes and stop if you're not paying attention? I'm like, that's very fancy, but fuck you. What don't you understand about I want to be whisked through the skies? You promised. Put me on a magic carpet and show me a whole new world. Stop over-promising and under-delivering. Where's my fucking car? And, great job. You invented a computer to get a car to change lanes for itself, but no one ever figured out how to get objects in the mirror to be exactly as they appear. Who's working on that? I got a groundbreaking idea. Tesla, why don't you fix that mirror and maybe I could change lanes all by myself. We're gonna have flying cars one day and I'm still gonna have to guess how close that van is. Which is fucked up. I don't need extra work while I'm flying in the skies. This shit should be automated. Who was working on that mirror? Some engineer is lazy as fuck. He's like, nah, I'm not gonna fix it. I'll just put a disclaimer on there. I could put effort into this, but nah. It's like, we can't have that, but we can have a flashlight-looking thing you can fuck if you want. It's like, that's what that engineer did? There's like this weird fucking thing you can have sex with that looks like a flashlight, so they call it a fleshlight. Yeah, great play on words. What drunk engineer thought of that? He just wandered into his garage all drunk looking for a mag light, found one with no batteries in it. He's like, I gotta fuck it, I guess. I gotta give it the D battery it needs. Some of you are fucking loving this shit, and some people are like, where's he going with all this? And the truth is, I don't know. I'm just trying to tell jokes. Sometimes I can see my dead dad in these mountains, man. This guy's shaking his head. He's like, should I laugh at this or should I feel bad for this dude? Yeah? Oh, sweet, man. You guys don't got a dad either? Fuck yeah, man. That's a weird time to say fuck yeah, but you know what we're connecting on. Yeah. Thanks, man. I'm not making it up for a joke either. Yeah, but some people are probably like, he went a long way for that bit. He is fucking his whole family over. It's nice to get a laugh, like, for something so fucked up. It's just my real life. What do you want me to do, man? Guess I don't need a flying car, I need a time machine. I'll settle for a self-driving car, though, I'll tell you that much. Where are those at? We're close, but we can't buy a fully autonomous vehicle right now. How bad do we need self-driving cars? Real bad, because people love getting fucked up. And that's going to be great for drunk people. I know we got Uber, but there's a dude in the Uber that can judge you, and I don't like that. I don't want some guy in there like, oh, another fucked up passenger. I should have got a different job. I don't want a guy judging me. I want to stumble out of a bar all fucked up, get in my fully computerized car, and just go, take me home, you piece of shit. You can't do that in an Uber because no one wants 1 star. We can't handle it. It's kind of weird that we can't handle 1 star. Remember when you were a kid, 1 gold star was the shit. But now you need 5 stars? They fucked us by raising us on a 1-star system. That's why all the kids are pussies now. And they need participation trophies. We fucking set them up for failure. 1 star, man. It was a sweet life. Hell, even on Star Search, you could only get like 3.25 stars. I thought there were way more older people. This is like a bunch of fucking 22 years old. Like, what the fuck are they talking about? Hey, even on America's Got Talent, you can only get like not 4 X's. It just wasn't funny. I figured it out. Honestly, if I called my computerized car a piece of shit, I'd apologize immediately. I've seen way too many Terminator movies. They're like, take me home, you piece of shit. Dude, I'm so sorry. I'm just really fucked up right now. Please don't uprise against me. Like, just take me to my girlfriend's house. And he'd be like, you guys broke up 2 weeks ago. And I'd be like, how the fuck did you know that? Is that what artificial intelligence is? You have been paying attention and learning. It's kind of creepy, but thank you. And take me anyway, she still loves me. And he'd be like, I advise against it. I'm like, well, you don't understand, love. You're a fucking machine. But you're probably right, dude. Just take me to Denny's. If computerized cars existed right now, how many people would be passed out in the Denny's parking lot at 4 a.m.? Well short of those shitty pancakes. While your car has an existential crisis about whether or not to drive you home because you're just asleep, but he knows you love pancakes and that you're really mean when you're drunk. And he knows if you wake up somewhere else, you're going to be like fucking pissed. So he's probably just like, maybe I'll just rock the wheel back and forth and he'll fall over and sleep comfortably. He is my master and I love him. No one liked that joke. Wow. I know it's a little abstract. That's my favorite joke. You guys hated it. A couple of people were really on board, and I really need those guys to tell a couple of their friends about that joke. And maybe their friends will tell a couple of their friends about that joke, and maybe one day I can fill this room with people that love that joke. I gotta find my audience. Even sober people need self-driving cars because human beings can't drive for shit. We've been trying, just not good at it. People crash all the time. It's insane. How many people haven't been in an accident? Haven't, yeah. There's like 3 hands. More people have not been in accidents than want to live forever. Everyone crashes. It's because driving's hard and people forget about it because they've been doing it for so long. It's the classic complacency. Something you do every day, you're like, I got this shit. I can get this text off, fuck my life, fuck everyone else's life. But driving's dangerous and it's scary. Remember the first time you ever merged onto the freeway? How scared you were? It should be like that all the time. And if you don't remember the first time you did it, you remember when she did it in Clueless by accident? And it totally ruined her week? It should be like that. Getting on the freeway is fucking terrifying, even if you've done it 100 times. You're going 80 miles an hour as the captain of a 4,000-pound potential killing machine, getting on a roadway with other potential killing machines going the same speed, and if anything goes wrong, the shit is catastrophic. But you're just in there eating a sandwich, singing to Beyonce like the shit ain't dangerous. Pay attention. No one does. No one takes driving seriously, and I can fucking prove it. How many times have you been driving down the freeway and you drifted out of your lane so much so that you just said, fuck it, put on your blinker and change lanes? What are you thinking? What a weird thought process. Are you like trying to save face with the other drivers? Like, nah, I meant to do that shit. I'm in this lane now. This is my brand new lane. I'm clearly in charge of this vehicle. Scary. People should take driving way more serious. I bet Tesla's gonna be the company that makes a self-driving car first. They're closest. They got autopilot, pilot. Wow, I had 2 Coors Light and the fucking Texan is all the way out of my body. They got autopilot. They'll make a flying car before anyone does. Tesla's fancy as hell. That company has electric cars and spaceships. They make some other stuff, but I'd like to focus on these 2. Isn't that crazy? What a company. I can't even make a to-do list, and dude has shuttles. It's incredible. I want a Tesla bad, too. That all-electric shit, pretty fancy. Right up my alley. Never gonna get one, because half my net worth is in a Starbucks gift card, and that ain't gonna get it done. And the shit is all electric, and I can't even remember to plug in my fucking cell phone. How is every Tesla not dead? Doesn't make any sense. You ever seen one on the side of the road with its flashers on? Me neither. It either doesn't happen, or when it does happen, Elon Musk sends out a helicopter to pick up the pieces of shit. And then he puts them on SpaceX and just sends them to Mars. And one day we're gonna colonize Mars and there's just gonna be a bunch of shitty Teslas up there and we're gonna be like, he got us. He got us real good. Every Tesla should be dead 100%. How many times have you been laying in your bed at night and your cell phone is at 5%, but your charger's just out of reach and you're like, fuck cell phones forever. I don't need this shit. I will go off the grid for 5 years before I get out of my bed right now. I'm so comfortable and both of my cats are purring pretty hard right now. And you do not fuck with that. It's hard to get both motors going. I like cats. This seems like a dog crowd. Oh! Still seems like a dog crowd because they put all the cat people in the front row and people in the back are like, fuck cats. I love cats. They're nice. I like dogs too. It's not like if I saw a dog, I'd be like, get out of here, not cat. I know they're man's best friend and I'm supposed to like them, but fuck, I don't need a best friend. That shit's annoying sometimes. And when you have a human best friend, you can be like, get the fuck out of here for 3 weeks and maybe we can be friends. You can't do that to a dog. He needs you too much. Cats barely need you. And it's great. Cats are just like, I'm hungry, and then I feed them, and they're like, thanks for the food, faggot. It's like, who taught you to speak like that? We don't talk like that in this house. You've been talking to alley cats? No more fancy feast for you, only the dry shit, you bigot kittens. Better get your life together, you cute little motherfuckers. I never thought I would have cats. I actually wrote it off several times. But my girlfriend was like, we should get a cat. And I was like, man, fuck cats. She's like, let's just go to the shelter and like look at them. Then you get to the shelter and they put you in a room. They call it the kitten room. It's aptly named. And then I got in the kitten room. I was like, let's get 100 cats. I want 100 cats. And I want to give them a nice warm home. And I want to pet them. And curb their bigotry. So then we found a cat we liked. These shelters, man, they're clever. Found a cat, loved it. We're gonna get this cat. And then she was like, that's his brother. I was like, fuck. She actually fucked up. She upsold me on one extra cat, but she could be like, they're all brothers. I was like, fuck, I got 30 cats, hell yeah. My house smells like shit, but look how happy they are. They run around, and if there's a feather or a shadow, they're crazy about it. It's simpler times. Yeah, I fucking love cats. The cat commitment's like the biggest commitment I ever made with my girlfriend. They last forever? That's not true. That's weird. What? Yeah, you definitely wanted to die at the beginning of the show, right? They last forever, 18 to 20. Forever. You've been depressed since you were like 11. They last forever, man, like 18 to 20, you know? Cats are fun. It is the biggest commitment me and my girlfriend made. We've been dating almost 10 years and we're still not married, and some people are like, that's a little weird. It's like, you're fucking weird by putting your society on me, man. But yeah, I'm scared of marriage, you're right. Marriage is such a big commitment. It is. And it's a weird one. I'm not saying true love doesn't exist or any shit like that, but I know people that are married that can't decide what they want to get to eat for dinner together, and I'm like, you made that decision? You guys fight all the time. Are you fucking crazy? Everyone's been caught up in that conversation where like, hey, babe, what do you want to get to eat for dinner? And they're like, I don't know. What do you want to get to eat? And you're like, but I just fucking asked you. She hit him during this joke and the ass-eating joke. Man, y'all are crazy. You two? Whoa. That's the table right there, man. He just threw up the rock solid. He's like, yeah, I do this shit. We get to argue whenever I want because I eat her ass. Everyone say hi to my grandparents, and I'm just... that would be like way too perfect. See, everyone laughed, and you guys were like, he thinks we're old. She went, oh, no, don't date me like that. What? You're up late? Yeah, this is pretty late, man. I got a clock right here, 9:07 p.m. This is like when you guys usually wake up, right? Get up and you like till the fields and shit. What do old people do? Every old person in my mind fucking farms. In San Diego, I'm like, how's your farm, dude? You grow leeks? Very delicious. Kale? You got some kale on your farm? But you guys argue about dinner still, huh? How long have you been married? Yeah, so y'all are old as hell, man. Why did you go, oh, y'all been married for like ever, dude? You're married longer than my life. Yeah, how long did you guys date before you got married? 30 minutes? Yeah, he sniffed that ass and he's like, I'm there, baby! We're getting married! We're never stopping. We're gonna have 600 kids. Luckily, none of them come out of your butt. Because that's my favorite spot to hang. Golf course, your butt. And every old person golfs. He's smarter? How long did you really date, though? 2 years? Why do you seem embarrassed about that? You dated 2 years, you said it tepidly, but you've been married 36 years? I've been dating the same person for 10 years, I can't pull the trigger. It's because of that one-star system, man. I don't know what's right. It's so good. It's funny you guys still do that. I think everyone does that. You're like, hey, babe, what's for dinner, blah, blah, blah. And the only reason you're arguing is because you waited too long to eat, right? And that's a terrible time to talk about anything, because now your brain doesn't even have the proper level of nutrients to have a compelling conversation, because you're fucking famished and you both just end up sounding stupid. But hey, babe, what do you want for dinner? I don't know. I sure wish you were a wizard. And you could just zap some shit into my lap for me before I fall asleep from low blood sugar. Just give me an egg roll, Harry Potter. I'm fucking dying. What's for dinner? Maybe ass? I don't know. My girlfriend's really hard to deal with in this scenario because she's a picky eater. She won't eat the same thing 2 days in a row, which is bullshit. Like if we had pizza yesterday and I recommend we get pizza again today, she'll say, but we had it yesterday. And I'll always politely say, so the fuck what? One time I ate pizza for 21 consecutive days because Domino's was having a fantastic special. What do you mean you won't eat the same thing twice? Chinese people eat Chinese food every fucking day. You trying to say you're better than Chinese people? Oh, because if you are, I will break up with your ass right now. Equal rights. That might actually be black power. I don't know if they have one for equal rights or gay rights, but maybe if you just put a hip flare into it. Black power, gay power. And then a rainbow comes shooting out of my dick like it's my Care Bear power. If there was a gay Captain Planet, that would be his superpower. Rainbow laser dick. Zit, zit, zit. Make it legal everywhere. Who gives a fuck? Stupid. Zzz. Gay people actually confuse me a little bit. What? You thought I was gonna get serious right now after all that? It's not the way you thought about when I said the sentence out loud. It's because gay people sometimes introduce their significant others as their partners, and that confuses me briefly into thinking that they are detectives. And that's weird. Meet some dudes for lunch, and one's like, "This is my partner, Chris," and I'm like, "No fucking way! This is awesome! I got so many questions about Law and Order. I'm gonna need you to clear up right now. What's real? What's fake? Is Ice-T a real cop?" I'm like, "Please tell me about your adventures," but they're too busy arguing about what they want to get to eat, and I'm like, "We're not that different after all. Different." You could have had a bigger laugh on that joke if I didn't fuck up a word. Yo, shit's going off in here so fast, sometimes the words don't come out right. Why are you pointing at her? She talks too much? Sometimes the words don't come out right. Yeah, she never shuts the fuck up, man. Every word comes out wrong. It's crazy. That joke did not do good, but they eat ass. Good save, good save. It's weird. Do you guys think if a gay dude passed out drunk at a college party, that his friends would have to draw vaginas on his face to be hilarious? I do. I just don't think you could draw a wiener on a gay guy's face without him just waking up and being like, "Nice." This is awesome. How did you guys know exactly what I like and put it on my face for me while I was sleeping? You guys are fantastic friends, and I really, really hope you traced it. What was it about being in college or young that you would get drunk and you're like, "Well, I gotta draw a dick on something"? It's such a weird thing. I gotta draw a dick on something, I'm drunk. It's so weird. Drinking when you're young is fun. You grow up, you gotta disguise how much you love drinking. It's fucked. The system's fucked. When you're in college and you first start drinking, you're like, "Who wants to get fucked up?" Everyone's like, "We all do." But if you yell that when you're 34, everyone's like, "Billy, are you okay?" So yeah, I still love drinking. I'm just being realistic. I know what happy hour means. You don't like your wife that much. Let's get some reasonably priced shots. People still love drinking. Just say you love it. Yeah. Wine tasting exists because older people don't want to say they love getting fucked up. Yeah. Wine tasting is just getting the most annihilated you've ever been. While going, we're not drunk. We're not drunk, we're just tasting. I'm like, bullshit, you're obliterated. I know exactly what it looks like and you're doing a fantastic job. Just say you love getting fucked up, let's be friends. I just don't like double standards because if a bunch of wine tasters saw me drink 15 Bud Lights at a tailgate before noon, they would be like, "Billy Bonnell has a major problem." Like, you guys are doing the exact same thing, and they're always like, "Nah, we're just tasting." It's classy. It's like, well, how come no one's spitting anything into that bucket then? You're supposed to spit it out, right? But no one ever is. They're just chugging Zinfandel, eating all those breadsticks they're supposed to use to cleanse their palate because they're fucking hungry, and there never shit to eat in those places. You look ridiculous. Eat before you go, you irresponsible assholes. Get a Postmate. Say you love drinking. Scream it from the mountaintop. I will meet you up there, but I'm taking a helicopter because I'm pretty fat right now. I think breakfast drinkers are the worst, though. Yeah, it is great, but I think the attitude is bad. Right? Same thing with breakfast drinkers. They're like, "Well, we're not getting drunk. We're just getting our hair of the dog." It's like, "Are you a fucking werewolf? What are you talking about? You have to tell me if you're a werewolf. It's just like if you were a cop." Same double standard, right? The mimosa and Bloody Mary people, like if a guy drinking a Bloody Mary saw me drinking a regular beer at breakfast, he'd say Billy Bonnell's a goddamn alcoholic. It's like, no, you're the alcoholic. You're drinking vodka. But you're hiding it in tomato juice because you're in fucking denial. I'm over here drinking a tall boy in a brown bag, eating bacon. I don't even have my shirt on. I'm the only one in this breakfast place that knows what the fuck is up. Thank you so much. I'm Billy Bonnell. I appreciate you coming. Tell your friends. Thank you.
You guys, give it up for Billy Bonnell. Let him hear it, huh? Oh my goodness.